Good morning, computer.
Good morning.
My name is Michael, and I'm working for Foundation Alternative Energy Foundation of Thailand.
That is very good.
And can you introduce yourself to all of us?
No problem. My name is Peter Wright. I am a senior design engineer for the aeronautics and space industry. I've done quite a lot of work on the Airbus and different other aircraft, and I know aircraft electronics. A few years ago, when electrical mobility was starting to come, people asked me, Peter, you know a lot of things about quality engineering. Can you give us some tips? Can you help us? And that's how I got myself into EV at the start. I've been involved in designing some of the standards, and we're working for companies like Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, actually physically designing the new technology that's coming. So yeah, fate would, as it happens, I got married to a wonderful woman from Thailand, and I now have a new country, a new king, a new people, a new language which I'm slowly learning, and it is my duty to do something positive for this country. As a Farang, I've got two solutions. I have found the Rajmangala Technical University in Krungthep, where I'm working together, and we are making an institute for electrical vehicles. So I see it is my duty to help my new king by helping with this new technology. It's something totally new, and there's a lot to learn, and I can help by making this institute. With the institute, we have one central group for helping energy suppliers, people wanting to get into EV, people who want to manufacture EV vehicles here in Thailand. I want to help them by designing prototypes and manufacturing them in our university, so all they have to do is then produce them, so they get into this industry very fast. If I can help this country with a new industry, the cards are being reshuffled, the old names, General Motors, Ford, BMW, and all these other names that are famous today, they are going to disappear because they are not doing innovation. It's a chance for countries like Thailand to be world leaders. Things like the success story of LG and Samsung. It's possible for EV here in Thailand, and Thailand has a lot of nations around it to export. I would like to have success in this country with this new industry, so I can be proud of myself at the end of the day that I've actually done something good for this wonderful country and not just drank beer in Pattaya. Yeah?
Well, I can say your resume is exceptionally excellent. Yeah. I mean, we really need that for Thailand. But let me ask you a question, because because of your expertise in electrical vehicle technology. My question to you is, do you think is Thailand ready for electrical cars or electrical vehicles?
Oh, you guys are so ready you wouldn't believe it. Go back in history. Bangkok was the first city in the world to have digital communications with glass fiber, because you go on the street and you look at all these wires hanging around, and an engineer thinks, oh no, horrible, yeah? But a real engineer looks and he says, these guys, it doesn't look good, but it's the best technology in the world. I come from Europe. Europe has antiquated systems. We have substation transformers, and the electricity goes through cables in the ground, and everyone's got little houses with refrigerators, with lighting and television, and that's all the network can do. We don't even have air conditioning in Europe. So you're now coming with electrical vehicles. They really need energy out of the network. You cannot do that in America. You cannot do that in all of Europe. But I walk down the streets in Bangkok and I see 3 wires very high up. It's 33,000 volts. And every couple of 100 meters you've got a transformer on a pole. Thailand needs to invest nothing in infrastructure. Thailand is, I think, the only country I know where it's possible to introduce EV like that. All you have to do, where there is a pole transformer or near a pole transformer, you can put public metering. I don't say public charging, I say public metering. Life is going to change. You guys just haven't got a clue how the world of tomorrow is going to look. I say public metering and not public charging. If you have something like this, you have a cable, and the plug, you have, for instance, a street market. You want to have a nice evening, or you've got a pop concert, or something needing electricity. You take your plug, you whack it in the charging, the public metering point, and you have energy, and you can pay directly your electricity to the power company. This means we're all thinking EV for cars, but actually the world of tomorrow is going to be electricity, safe electricity for everyone. This box here is not only for paying your electricity bill, and anyone can do it, it's also safety, so people aren't electrocuted. It's called an ICCPD, that's the technology which is inside, and that is the world of tomorrow, and it's going to make the world just so safe. Yeah? So we're coming with EV technology. Are we ready for EV in Thailand? Yes, we are, most certainly. Other countries, they would be very happy indeed if they had the network that you have here in Thailand. Can Thailand produce the energy is the next question. Hey, LED technology. The electricity bills are going down and down and down. They do have the capacity. They can make new power generation systems. We have solar, we have solar wind parks. We have new technology together with the old technology, most certainly.
Production capacity for Thailand for producing cars and producing accessories like batteries and other tires, motors. What do you think, how long will it take for Thailand to catch up? Thailand really starts using electric cars as main vehicle of the choice.
Okay, this is a very important point which you're talking about. The thing is, you have to realize there is a lot of money to be made with new technology. Let's be honest, a car only has a few years with petrol and then it is dead. It's broken, it's totally dead. You need a new one. So you need a new car anyway. If you get an EV car, you will find many technologies which are a little bit of a problem. Thailand does not have any lithium salts which you can mine. So there are countries like China who are going to be world leaders in battery manufacture. They're going to manufacture cells. And you then take the cells and you make from the cells, you make battery packs. China only wants to see money. If you give China money, they are happy. So we take the things that we need from China, and they're happy, we're happy. We make these technologies in Thailand. We use things that we import. But there is an awful lot of technology which at our university we want to design and manufacture. I know all the tricks. I know how European car industry is doing protectionism. They are making things so special that only they can supply it. They want to keep the world for themselves. I know all the tricks, so I know how to go around this. I want to help my new people in Thailand have a new industry. And this means we need to do the things ourselves, and there are many, many things we can do. For instance, I was talking the other week with a company making electrical motors for railway trains. They are very interested in working together with our institute and our university. They've got all the machine tools, they can make anything, they just need a new design. So we make a new electrical motor for wheel hub. It's going to be for buses, which means it's got a high torque. So you put more motors on it, on the bus or on the lorry, and you can move higher weights, yeah, higher loads. So it's easy to make key products in Thailand with existing companies. They've got all the equipment. They've got some wonderful Thai engineers who've been doing this all their lives. All they need is a bit of motivation and pushing in a new direction. Thais, I think they can move the world. Yeah. So I see no problem whatsoever. I want this country to be strong with a new industry, with the work-life balance, please. Other countries work themselves to death. Yeah. Thailand should have a good balance between being happy and having a good life, and I think Thailand will do it.
Yeah. We know Thailand has a big market,
Yeah.
for even for these electrical cars or any other material in Thailand that we want to use. We have a huge market. Now my question to you is, I know the Thai government is doing a lot of good things for this technology to move forward, comparing to the Southeast Asian, other nations in Southeast Asia. Now my question to you is, number one, do you know of some good initiatives that the government is taking of Thailand? Number two, what is the comparison between European governments, what initiatives they are taking, and what we should learn from them so that we can be in par with the European nations in 10 or 15 years?
Okay, you really seriously think that we guys are the clever guys? Okay, I will change your mind. So, the first thing, I come from Europe. I was born in Scotland. I've lived in Germany, France, Italy, Switzerland, Sweden, Russia. I speak English, German, French, Italian, Russian, and I'm now learning Thai. I will do it, people. So I see many things, but I was born in the UK, and I see my own government. I have to apologize to the world for what is happening in my country at the moment. I can only say it is complete and utter incompetence. We've got Brexit at the moment, yeah? It is a total joke. I come to a country which had the most wonderful king in the world. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. And this king said 3 times to the government, stop changing laws for the rich, you need to do the laws for the people. And the 3rd time the king said, it's enough, the army is now here. The military government, I think, is now for 5 years. I wish, seriously in my heart, that I had a military government in the United Kingdom that was doing such a good job as the Thai government is doing. The Thai government is loyal to the king, the royal family, and to the people. Oh, I am so envious. So you are asking me what the government is doing? The government is doing a very, very good job. So with this new technology that is coming, it's obviously something very, very big. I see only chaos in Europe of people, money, 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 how can I make money, 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 money? I come to Thailand and I see the Thai government, the military government, is talking to everyone. It is coordinating. It is sending government officials to talk to people, to help them, to give them ideas. I was by one meeting with PTT Energy, and I was really surprised, interested in getting things moving. Actually, PTT, they were being a little bit more conservative, and it was the government officials that were really pushing them to get them moving. I have got no doubts whatsoever. Thailand has got some very good things going. I hear about the idea to manufacture batteries here in Thailand. We need production plants. You don't make cars in one country, you make them in many, many countries in the world. You don't make batteries in one country, you make them in many, many countries in the world. If we get a battery manufacturing plant here, I think it's going to be near Bangkok or in Bangkok, this is going to be very, very good indeed. Because it not only takes raw materials and makes high value products here in Thailand that can then be exported, which brings revenue to the country. It also brings these new products to the Thai people, and with these new products can also develop new things. So I think it's very, very good.
I'm just going to ask you two more questions. Number one, what do you think we should prepare? How we should prepare to adapt this technology? Because a lot of questions always been asked. Number one, resale value of the car, or the batteries run out after 4 years. How to repair them? So, what do you think? How we should prepare to adapt this technology going forward?
Okay, I would have started with the health benefits, which we'll do maybe afterwards. Preparing for this new technology. I said earlier, Thailand has got this wonderful grid network for power. When I was developing electrical buses in Europe, our bus came to charge and all the lights went dim in the houses because the grid just didn't work. So you really don't have to do all that much. Basically, preparing for EV are the charging points, and I see some very, very good things. You may laugh, the best one I've yet seen is this one. It's got a TFT screen where you can read a barcode, a 2D barcode, so you scan it and it will immediately give you power. Other ones you need the magnetic card first, so this one is far more superior. Seen it for the first time, good job. So we need this new technology, and people are frightened about electrical cars. It's a high investment. Haha. You have to look totally different. If you sit down and write on a piece of paper the cost, and then you look at a few years, like 3 years, and you look at a petrol car, you look at the purchase cost and the running costs. You need fuel, you need service, you need everything. You will come to a very large sum. People have to learn to be clever. You look at what it costs you over its life. Roughly, with an electrical car, it looks expensive, but you come with the same price after 3 years. So with 3 years, the big price you paid at the beginning is basically what you've paid for service and for petrol and for diesel through the 3 years of using it. So the 4th year, all you pay is a little tiny electricity bill. So using electrical vehicles, people have to rethink. So here's the next thing with battery technology. Obviously the batteries are changing with their technology. At the moment emerging is something called supercap technology. Supercap technology, you go to a charging station, plug in the vehicle, and within 20 seconds the battery is fully charged. And there is an awful lot of energy which is with this transfer. It's like a burst of energy and the battery is fully charged. This technology is coming. We've got the lithium technology. It takes longer to charge. Let me put it this way. If you need a cup of coffee and you need a rest, which you actually should do occasionally when you're driving a car, you should find yourself a nice little cafe on the side of the road. And by this cafe, you should be able to plug in your EV. The number of your EV is also the number of your table. And when you've finished having a snack and a cup of coffee, ding dong, on your mobile phone, you see that your charge is full. So you say, well, let's go back on the road again, and you pay for your coffee, you pay for your snack, and you pay for your electricity. That is what is going to happen very, very fast. So we've got like 20 minutes to have a reasonable charge, a full charge in like 40 minutes, which is really having a good rest. I don't see any problems. We have the battery life. This is the thing. The batteries, they cost so much money. Yeah. I have been testing batteries in Germany, in Wolfsburg, by a battery laboratory where we've tested the cells hot and cold, fast and slow charge. We've basically tried to kill them. So I know how the batteries have got better in a very, very short space of time. The technology today is perfectly okay. It is far better than the batteries in mobile telephones. Do not compare the battery going dead in your mobile in a few. This is not the case. The batteries are very, very, very good. Yeah. You can do things like you can insure batteries. You can have like a leasing on batteries. My personal hero, an Israeli guy called Shai Agassi. He had the idea. You go and you change the battery. So you whack out the old one, bung in the new one, and it's a case of 30 seconds, you've got a full battery. Shai was way ahead of his time. With his company, you would have petrol stations. They would be like underground systems, like you have on an airport for baggage. You get a battery pulled out, you get another battery plugged in, and you simply go. Yeah, you can actually do it on the street. You don't even need a petrol station to do it on. Unfortunately, that's not the way the industry is going. Yeah, I say this will come. So changing batteries and leasing the battery for a low amount of money, that is going to come faster than we think.
Very good. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now I have, yes, my last question, which is, I should say last but not least, very important question. Having electrical technology in cars, vehicles, trucks, the trains or the buses. Can you tell me what are the benefits?
First of all, you have young men. They want power. You do not get that with petrol, you do not get that with diesel, you do not get that with gas. With an electric motor, you put your foot on the accelerator, you are off like a rocket. Because an electric motor is instant torque. You don't have 4 cylinders going up and down and somehow getting it to a rotation movement, with flywheels and all the other things that you need to move. So electrical mobility is immediate torque. We're obviously going to have to control this, or we're going to get a lot of young men killing themselves. But theoretically, you can go very, very fast, very, very quickly. So on the street, when the traffic light goes green, you're going to be amazed in Bangkok. The cars are going to go like a rocket over because they're going to get to speed immediately. Yeah? Okay. Electrical vehicles, when you put your foot on the brake, today the energy gets converted into heat. With electrical vehicles, the energy goes back into the battery, so you don't lose it. So this is called regenerative braking. This is going to be great. The single most important thing, people are dying through pollution. I am the best example. I was here with my wife, by my family in Bangkok. And I was here a few months and I didn't feel well. And I went to the Vatani hospital. The Vatani hospital took my blood and noticed that I had nitrogen oxide in my blood in massive amounts. Nitrogen oxide makes the blood platelets stick together. I had a blood clot in my heart. We call this a heart attack. So in the Vatani hospital, some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people who dedicate their lives to helping others saved my life. And as I was talking with my wonderful cardiologist, she said to me, "Mr. Wright, we have a national emergency. I used to have your kind of problem very rarely through the pollution. Every day we have people with blood clots and we have to put in a catheter and we have to dissolve the blood clot. It's because of pollution. We have a national emergency. I do not know what to do." Well, I'm an engineer and I know what to do to help this woman not see people in the same situation. Today I have a long story behind me. I went back to the UK. I have had a heart bypass operation because my heart was damaged through this event in Bangkok. And I am now, after 1 year, I know It is my duty as an engineer. If I see a problem, I have to find a solution. And if I can save people's lives through engineering, I have to do that. So you ask yourself the question, do we need EV? Oh yes, we do. We need it faster than anyone watching this clip can probably imagine, because it is killing people in large numbers. Think about it yourself in your own family. How many people in the big cities that you know of who've had a heart attack? It is probably with 95% chance because of pollution. The people who make money, they're not interested in stopping killing people. They sell you a petrol motorbike, they want to make money. We have to take the responsibility, even if it looks a little bit more expensive today, to say no, I have to do it for the future of my children. I have to do it for the future of Thailand. Any company or anyone to help EV come into Thailand. There are no enemies, there are no competitors until people's lives are saved. When no one is dying, then we can go to the old world of elbows and making money. But till then, we need to work on EV.
Thank you very much, Kun Peter.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to know health benefits, benefits for the economy benefits, and also this is a technology which is coming very near, coming to our homes very, very quick near. I just want to ask you one question. Your prediction, just tell me the year. What do you think, which year build vehicles in Thailand? Just a year only. Don't tell me anything else, just 1 year. What year do you think that might be the majority of people is actually using electrical vehicles?
Okay.
Just a prediction.
I am going to roll up my sleeves and I'm really going to get working, and I'm going to find many, 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 many people in Thailand who believe in electrical mobility and want to do something wonderful for this nation. They want to train the young people to master this technology. They want to change people's lives. We've now got, I don't know it in your calendar, but it's 2018 the end. 18, 19, 20, 21. Let me say 2022. Thailand is, with many, many, many really important things, like public transport, new buses, things that the state do, and these people are really working in the background. I say 2022, we will be laughing at people who are still running around with their little petrol cars. Yeah, it's the steam engine. No one wants it anymore. It's nice to look at. It's nice to go back in memories. Oh, look, there's a petrol engine. But I think by 2022 that we have here, fossil fuel is something of the past. You've not got to forget, even if I use oil to boil water, to make steam, to make electricity, I have on the generating plant, I have all the cleaning equipment, which is industrial technology, to get the pollution out of the exhaust gases of a power station. I don't have this in a car. So you have to get away from a vehicle. You have to put electricity generation, even if it's made with oil. You need to put it into a factory where they have the technology to clean the gases going out. You simply put rainwater on it, and the water washes the chemicals out of the gas, and then you evaporate the water and you've got powder. So you've got rid of the nitrogen products, nitrate. We can make fertilizer to grow plants from what is today killing our people on the streets.
Thank you very much, Kun Peter.
Thank you very
Pleasure
much.
meeting you.
Yeah. And thank you for a wonderful country and a wonderful wife. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.